I'm back with Amber Rose for the second time.
Yes.
Very excited about that. And I had to bring my own wifey this time around.
Last time I was super pregnant. So it was more than 3 years ago, which is insane to think about.
Crazy.
And I wanted you guys to meet because at the time you were pregnant and I wanted you to absorb some of her motherly energy.
And she had an almost 1-year-old at the time. So
yeah.
it was like moms collide.
Just turned 4. So
Yeah.
yep.
It's going to take everything in me to stop this from turning into a parenting podcast because...
But you like talking parenting stuff.
Oh, I do,
too.
yeah. But I'm going to stop myself too because like all the 14-year-old boys at home are going to turn it off if we're just talking about like, oh, those toddlers.
That's all our texts are about is like kid stuff, like like all baby stuff.
Yeah, but once you get to that part of life, a lot of the other stuff that other people do conversations about just seem kind of silly in comparison, right?
Yeah, totally.
I mean, like, especially like every interview you've ever done is like, so you dated this guy 10 years ago. Let's talk about it.
Oh my God. It's like, leave me alone, please.
He's not going to leave you alone. He's
No.
do the same thing.
But if I get there in the conversation, it will be like an
I'm gonna be
artful
like, Adam,
bob and weave.
leave
and
me
then,
alone.
Bow, somehow we land there. But no, I wouldn't do that to you. I'm just like going for the full Jason Lee treatment.
No, please don't do me like that.
No, I do that to a lot of other people.
I
Yeah.
know.
And no shots at Jason Lee.
I love Jason. I actually have an interview with him coming up.
Oh, really?
But yeah. But I appreciate you. You guys are always nice to me. So
Yeah, no, I like your energy, and I know that she looks at you as an aspirational figure in the sense of like,
Same.
oh, you can be a hot mom.
I love me some Amber.
Yeah.
yeah.
Amber.
She's very inspiring.
So you're a fan of Lena the Plug as well.
Yes, I am.
Wow, that's amazing to
Yeah.
hear.
Oh, I'm blushing.
That's amazing. So what's life like these days as opposed to 3 years ago? Where are you at?
Well, I was just telling her that, so my son Sebastian is 10 now, and he likes girls now.
Whoa.
And I'm like, 10 that's young.
Yeah.
And you were saying that you had crushes in
I had
kindergarten.
crushes, but I had zero experiences with
No,
boys.
of course. Yeah. No,
At
that's
what age?
so young. Huh?
What age are we talking about?
Well, he's 10 and he has crushes. I had crushes in like kindergarten, but
We're talking about crushes on like other girls at school or
Yeah,
like
he has a crush on this girl at school, and he wants me to reach out to her mom to see if I can take them both to the movies.
like a play date, but they're older now.
Yeah, like a date for real.
That's really cool that he's even got that on his mind. But like, does he have this level of rapport with her that she wants to go to the movies with him?
She does. He showed me the text messages, and it's a thing.
And she helps him text back. Like that's like a girl sitting in the room together. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
what should I say? And she gets to do that with her son. That's so creepy.
No, it's so cool. He's like, Mom, what should I text back? I don't know what to say.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
So,
and I just sit next to him and I help him.
and have you had to tell him like, no, that's too forward. Like that's too much.
No, he's a very like good, traditional, like nice boy.
Really?
Yeah, he's not into nothing like that. He knows like what's gonna be too much or hurt her feelings, or
He's a gentleman.
he's a gentleman for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she's 10 years old too. She don't know what the hell she's doing. So it's like
Well, with a
almost
mother like me, I mean, he knows like about consent. He knows about all that stuff.
Really? So you've
Yeah.
been kind of like coaching him to be good at talking to girls his whole life?
Just yeah, kind of.
Like how to treat a girl.
No,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, in general, just how to treat people in general. I've always been like on him since he was probably 2.
Really?
Yeah, he knows all about periods, tampons, pads, cramps.
What am I going to do with that information as a 10-year-old boy? I'm not really sure.
Well, I mean, he's going to go to school with girls that are going to get their periods. And sometimes, being that young, you have, your period can go through your pants. And I'm like, never be the boy that makes fun of that girl. Like,
That's
it's
a really
natural.
good lesson to teach a boy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's natural and things happen and,
Wow, that's really nice.
yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty vicious to girls who got their period in school when I
so
was in
fucked
That's
up.
what I
school.
mean.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen that. I've seen that in school. So I just wanted to raise my kids to not be that way. I have 2 boys. So.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a girl who like her period bled through her pants in like 6th grade, and I'm pretty sure we made fun of her for it for like 3 years after
You
that.
ruined her.
That's so fucked up.
I'm not saying that I think this was the right thing to do. I'm just saying that's where I was at. So I'm glad that you're teaching your kid that because I think,
If your mom had taught you about periods, then you probably maybe.
Oh,
would.
for sure. My mom told me not to do that kind of thing, and I just did it anyway because I just wasn't listening to what she was telling me.
No,
you
like
know?
Sebastian was like 3 years old in the supermarket with me, like, Mom, do you need tampons? Do you have your period? And like that's that's the type of mom I am.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt the story, but Parker, when we took her to Spain, she was delirious and we're on a tour of Barcelona and she just starts screaming, I need a tampon over and over and over again. And I'm like trying to hide in my shame. Like, why does a 2-year-old need a
That's
tampon?
so funny.
Or just like seeing her grab like random objects that kind of look like tampons and being like, this is my tampon, and like sort of doing.
She followed me to the bathroom way too many times. Like,
No,
she just
all
seen it
little
all.
girl. I used to do that with my mom too.
Right.
It's, you know what? When you're a parent, like, so before I had kids and I would see like kids have tantrums, I would be like, oh my God, what's wrong with that mother? Like, I was that person. And then when I became a mom and my kids have full on tantrums, you know, other parents, they're like, they look at that and then they're like, that's natural.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
like it just happens.
Like now I judge people very harshly for their parenting, but at the same time, my brain is like very accommodating too, because I know how insanely hard it can be and how they can just really push you to the absolute edge. Like, okay, tell me if you can relate to this. We signed our kid up for soccer. And the whole deal with soccer is you have to be at the soccer field at 8:30 in the morning every Sunday for 10 weeks in a row, right?
It's the season, yeah.
And I think we are on week 6 or 7. We missed one.
Good for you guys.
6 or 7. She has yet to kick the ball.
She's yet to touch the ball in any capacity.
She has yet to engage with the ball or any of the activities that they do at all so far.
Holding her legs.
She's 3.
Yeah.
She's almost 3, but there are other kids who are in her same class who are like 2. So they're like dramatically smaller than her, and they are kicking the ball and they're doing stuff. And it's like she's kind of like resorted to like just me doing it, and she doesn't come with because she feels like maybe it'll be a little bit easier for her to perform if it's just me.
I have to meditate for like 30 minutes after an experience like that because it's so hard for me. It's like so mentally draining. Have your kids ever done anything like that to you?
No. What I do tell my kids is to follow through when they do start something. But if it's not for them, I'll say, okay, just finish what you started. And then next year we won't do that again. We'll try something else.
Yeah, she has to finish the season. That's my rule too. I mean, she doesn't understand like what the season means, but yeah, she'll kick the ball at home. She won't kick the ball at soccer.
That's crazy.
She scores goals at home.
Yeah. See, I got boys. So it's a bit different. When Bash started baseball, I went to the coach and I was like, be fucking hard on him.
Really?
Like, it's okay. Don't like baby him and shit. Because I think it's good.
You think the other moms and the other
I'm a
dads
very
are like
militant type of person.
because there's like the whole gentle parenting thing. So do you feel like the other parents on the baseball team were like the opposite of you? They're like, no, always be nice kind of thing?
No, I'm like, look, if he gives you a problem or he gives you an attitude or he's not doing what he needs to do, tell him to run a lap.
Okay.
That's it.
Consequences
And don't
for your
feel like
actions.
just because me and Wiz are sitting in the bleachers that you can't do that.
Oh,
Like,
that's true. Because also
do
in
it.
front of you guys, they might feel like,
yeah, they're like, oh, you know, it's okay. Like, go be the pitcher, first base, or
yeah.
But I feel like I'm kind of like still finding myself as a parent because sometimes, like, for instance, I'm going to brush my kid's teeth and it's like, I've got the toothbrush, I got the toothpaste on it, and I'm about to brush her teeth. And she's like, no, I want to do it. And she's just not fucking with me at all. And Lena is more like, okay, you can brush your own teeth for a little bit, but then mom's going to do it. And I'm more like, no, you can brush your own teeth after, but you're going to stand here right now and I'm going to brush your teeth. Like,
you have to give her a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to let her win
question
some
is how much
battles.
to give.
It's okay if she brushes her teeth first and then you brush her teeth. Anyways, this is becoming a parenting conversation.
No, I'm totally okay with this. This is great.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like somehow I feel like I should just hold her to the standard that I already set, which is if I said that I'm going to brush your teeth first, then I'm brushing your teeth first. And yeah, you have this bright idea, this new plan that's going to put off me brushing your teeth for a little bit. But I want to be like a hardcore parent. And it's like, you know.
But is that the battle you want to win, that you brush your teeth first? Because I don't think it's that important.
Isn't this battle reflective of like every other battle you're ever going to have?
Let me be the mediator.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
As the parent of the 10-year-old, tell us who's right.
It doesn't matter. She's 3.
Okay, yeah, fair.
So if she just wants to go like this, listen, I let Slash now and Bash when he was young take pee-pee baths.
All
pee-pee bath?
pee-pee?
No.
Just pure pee-pee? You
all
empty
pee-pee.
out the porta potty?
No. So a pee-pee bath is when you get in a bathtub, the kids, they get in a bathtub and they pee in the bathtub. I don't take my kids out of the bathtub when they have to go pee.
Okay.
Hell no.
I'm like, because, you know, they'll be like, Mama, can I go pee? I'm like, go take a pee-pee bath.
Yeah.
Like, it's it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the end of the world if she brushes her teeth first and then you do it after. Her teeth are going to fall out anyway. She's going to get adult
That's true.
teeth.
So
Don't
why
tell her
even
that.
brush them? Yeah.
No, you have to brush them.
You know, like, just if she just goes like this a couple times and stuff, it really doesn't. It really doesn't matter.
But see, okay, what you're demonstrating right there is what you're going to eventually figure out, which is like the first child always has the much, much harsher, stricter
Yes.
upbringing, because as time goes by, you're going to look at all the things that you did early on. I remember I had friends who pointed out when we did like our first birthday party and they figured out that we spent like 20 grand on it or something.
That's literally my only regret as a mother is that I threw a first birthday party and it cost a lot of money. Why did I do that?
And some friends were like, 20, like, this is insane. They're like,
Yeah,
when
it
it's
was
my
stupid.
kid's birthday party, we get a cake from Costco and we buy her a toy and that's it. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, right. Yeah. This is kind of insane.
No, so with the first kid, he's right. The first kid, it's just like everything is sanitized and boiled and, you know, oh my God, don't eat that. It was on the ground. Your second kid, you're like, just eat it.
The biggest thing I do that I'm like, how do I stop doing this? Is I'm always like, my family likes to talk about dieting a lot and they're like obsessive about it. And I'm always like, you guys need to shut the fuck up right now. Cause I know that that's how
Right.
girls, I mean, you have boys, so you're like a little lucky, but with girls, it just gets passed down. So
Right.
I'm always like, do not infect her with your bullshit about female bodies. But they're always talking about it. So I'm always telling everyone to shut up. And I'm like, oh, I need to like stop doing that all the time because it feels a little extra, but it also feels really important to me. So I don't know.